Hey man, this is Chris of PhoneCats. In this vid, we're doing more magic decks. We're getting to the end of them, so I thought this might be the end, but now they're talking about a couple more decks coming out, more multicolored ones. This vid's just gonna be about the Nefarox Exalted Darkness. Whenever you're ready to get a new phone, check out PhoneCats.com. There's some, what are those, Verizon stuffs? Yeah, you can look at them. I'm not reading those. Okay, Cathedral of War. There's a couple of land cards that you can play on turn 1 if you don't have anything that's 1 casting cost. This Cathedral of War only makes colorless mana, so it can kind of slow some of your power cards a turn, but it has Exalted, and that's just the mechanic of this deck. I really like playing a creature on turn 1 and then hitting him for 3 the second turn, but sometimes that doesn't work out. Here's a land grab, it's Evolving Winds. Stuff like this pisses me off. I used to have dual lands. Comes into play, you tap it and sack it, and you grab a basic land and then put it into play. It's kind of funky that it doesn't say it has to be a plains or swamp, but whatever. Okay, here's what I would ideally like to be playing on turn 1, because I play this like kind of a rushy deck. It's Aven Squire. 1 mana for a 1/1, but he is Exalted. It's so legit. If you play this on turn 1 and then turn 2 play another creature with Exalted, you're hitting him for 3. It's surprising, and then from there it just builds each turn. Duty Bound Dead is pretty hot. It's 1 mana for a 0/2. You can use it as a chump block wall, or it has Exalted, so turn 2 you can attack with it. If you just have that, turn 2 you're attacking with a 1/3. And if you played something else with Exalted, you're attacking with a 2/4. It's so fast. And you can use it as a chump blocker and regenerate it late game. Tormented Soul. Nice. I bounce this back and forth. 1 mana for a 1/1, so if you're playing the, I don't know, like speed aggro version of this, you can go for it. And it can't block, and it's unblockable. So against most of the creature decks, they're going to be wasting some kind of control on it, because if you're just clocking them with this once a turn and just playing all these Exalted stuff, this deck's kind of funky. I like it. Here's Aven Squire. 2 mana for a 1/1 flyer with Exalted. Consistent turn 2 drop while you're playing, and just keeps things going. I mean, normally you're just attacking with 1 creature a turn, but keep your mind open and like always do the math to see, because I've like lost games because of where I could have attacked with everything, but I was like, oh, Exalted deck, attack with 1. Okay, here's Doomblade, your creature control. It sucks if you're playing against Liliana or a mirror matchup, because this is only against non-black, but I don't know, it's like the nice new terror. Playing against the green decks, it's so nice to have that, so I kept it in. This Darklit Gargoyle is really legit. 2 mana for a 1/2 flyer, and then you can pay 1 and pump him up, give him +2/-1. This is the Exalted deck, so you attack with this with like 3 other creatures with Exalted, and you can pump them up for like, I think 4 there. That's so much damage. It's so much damage. Demonic Tutor. I can't believe they gave this deck a Demonic Tutor. Normally I don't even know what I'm going to grab. It's very situational. I still don't have like the complete gist of this deck yet. But doing a turn 2 one of these for one of these gold cards or land destruction can be nice. Mortify, destroy target creature or enchantment. So it's like a terror and partially a disenchant put together. I like it. It can target black creatures too. I might take out one of my other terror alternatives. Okay, I like this. Pillory the Sleepless. This is a Pacifism. It makes creature that can't attack or block, and they lose a life a turn, so I like that. That's a good trade-off. I almost compare it to the black deck, to where they get hurt every time they draw a card. Royal Assassin. How is this one of the unlocks? 3 mana, this old school 1/1, and you can tap them to destroy target tapped creature. So as long as they're attacking, it's just like, bam, it's gone. And then later on, if you're playing with that huge Deathbringer Liege thing, you can be tapping creatures and doing all kinds of stuff. Unmake, nice. Remove target creature from the game. I'm not messing with your hits the battlefield effects. I mean, hits the graveyard effects. I'm not messing with your bounce it back to your hand or it comes back to play. And 3 mana, just taking out any creature is nice. Vindicate, 3 mana, destroy target permanent. Okay, Unmake had all 3 or all white or any variant of that, but no colorless in the casting cost. And Vindicate has a colorless, so that's nice if you had to play the Exalted land, or I don't know, just situationally nice. Okay, this Sublime Archangel is ridiculous. I've played games, I'm so confused. I think... Okay, yeah, I just read the subtext for the first time, Christ. You can give your creatures double Exalted. I was attacking with a 10-10 unblockable 1-1. It adds up so fast. You might be able to do turn 4 kills or something. God, I can't believe this deck got a worship either. Such a weird, like, different angle. It's an enchantment. Anything that would take you below 1 life doesn't, as long as you have a creature. So, it's so ridiculous. God, I might need to throw in one of the artifacts that give your creature Shroud. Battle Grace Angel is 5 mana for a 4/4 with flying and Exalted, and then whenever a creature attacks alone in like the Exalted situation, it gains lifelink. So turn 5, hitting you with a huge, maybe like 8/8 Exalted creature, and I'm gonna gain 8 life. It's nice. Could be like a real pace changer. Deathbringer Liege. I love that there's colorless in this. I love that it's only 5 mana. Every creature, well, other white creatures and other black creatures get +1/+1. I don't know if that stacks on creatures that are black and white. But yeah, every time you play a white card, you can tap a creature. Every time you play a black card, you can destroy a tapped creature. Gold cards, tap, destroy. It's ridiculous. Here's a Divinity of Pride, 5 mana for a 4/4 flyer with lifelink. And if you have more than 25 life, it gets +4/+4. It happens. Some of these late game cards have lifelink mechanics, so yeah. Here's one of the last cards that's still in my deck. It's the Debtor's Knell. I really haven't had that crazy play for it yet, but at the beginning of your upkeep, you go through either graveyard. Yeah, any graveyard, and put it into play under your control. So just every turn, it's like best monster in the game in your control, and you're still doing your own thing. I'm not playing with the Sigil of Distinction, but I've had people play it against me, and it's frustrating late game. You pay X, equipped creature gets +X/+X, and then to equip it though, you have to take off a charge. So you can pay 4, a creature gets +3/+3, and then to equip it onto something else, you have to remove more counters. I don't know. Seize the initiative, target creature gains +1/+1 in first strike until end of turn. It's only 1 white. And I guess it's just like this very simple thing to where you're blocking with an Exalted creature and you want it to live to keep your Exalted buffs going. I don't know. I took it out. Child of the Night is kind of nice. It's your 2 mana for a 2/1 with lifelink. You can attack with this and then all of a sudden you're hitting with like a 5/4 with lifelink, like on turn 3. And I don't know. I'm not playing with it right now, but test it for yourself. Spirit Mantle, they give you a 3rd one of these in the unlock, so I don't know if I should be playing with all of these or what's going on. It gives a creature +1/+1 and protection from creatures. So it can't be blocked when you're doing your Exalted attacking, or if you need some chump block protection from creatures, it's not going to take any damage from creatures. Okay, there's a couple knights you can play with, and they're black and white alternatives. The white one is the Knight of Glory, 2 mana for a 2/1. It has protection from black, and it can't be... well, it has Exalted and protection from black, that's it. I thought it had first strike, but it doesn't. That'd be ridiculous. There's a black one that you can play with that's pretty much the opposite. Check your lands and your mana curves and decide. Or the meta if you're playing against certain decks more. Mark of Asylum is a GG against Chandra. It happened to me and I was like, I'll still try, but I couldn't do anything. Prevent all non-combat damage to creatures you control. You can't burn them. I mean, they can still get wrathed and stuff, but I'm not playing with it just for the fluke chance playing Chandra. Mighty Leap, target creature gets +2/+2 in flying. Another weird one to where, I don't know, that's so weird. It better be a kill, because I don't know any other situation. Maybe it just needs a little bit more air resistance, so you would pump up your air dude and block. Okay, you can play with a couple Pacifisms if you need more creature control, but there's so much in this deck to where you can be killing creatures. But I don't know, if you're gearing towards like just playing green decks or something like that, throw in every creature control you can and just wipe everything off the board and hit them with Exalted stuff every turn. Here's one of the rings, 2 mana, pay 2 to regenerate, equip it for 1, and at the beginning of the upkeep it does the +1/+1 counters if it's black. It's okay, I don't need regeneration and I don't need to be keeping 2 mana untapped all the time. I don't know, I tapped it out. Nefarox, Overlord of Gristles, 4 mana for a 5/5 flyer with Exalted. Whenever it attacks, defending player sacrifices a creature. Kind of cool. There's another card that's going to be coming up that's an enchantment that every time you attack with one creature, you tap their creatures, and it has Exalted. So, God, a lot of attacking mechanics. Dagger Clamp is meh, 3 mana for a 3/1 with flying. It can't block, so, and it doesn't have Exalted. I can't believe that's an uncommon. But yeah, I don't know, maybe if you're just doing like this flyer aggro version, because a lot of decks can't deal with flying. Here's a nice wall if you just need a little bit more defense or want to slow play it and survive at the late game if you're playing a different angle of this. Guardians of Arkrasa, 3 mana for a 0/4 defender. It's a wall and it has Exalted, so you're still getting your buff in for that turn and have a little bit more defense. Servin of Nefarox, 3 mana for a 3/1. It's Exalted, so a nice alternative to that imp before. Rarely would you want to block with this, but it's nice that you could chump if you had to in life and death. But yeah, hitting with a 3/1 Exalted and having a couple others, that's going to get pumped up pretty high. Sword of Vengeance, equipped creature gets +2/+0, first strike, vigilance, trample, and haste. Oh my god, am I a fool for not playing with that? That's kind of crazy. Costs 3 to equip it, so you're attacking with your one creature. It's getting Exalted pumps. Now it has +2/+0. First strike, vigilance, trample. Oh my god, I couldn't even finish reading all those buffs. Another card I'm iffy about. Whisper Silk Cloak is 3 mana. Equipped creature is unblockable. Equipped creature has Shroud, so it can't be the target of any spells or abilities, and it costs 2 to equip it around. Don't know what I'm doing. Maybe I should change this up and take out some of these early game 1/1s and just play this crazy Exalted control deck. Here's the enchantment. It's 4 mana, an enchantment with Exalted, and whenever a creature you control attacks alone, tap target creature. So, every turn, just taking out a blocker out of the way, and it's nice to be doing something on turn 4 that still contributes to Exalted. If you're doing it every turn, it's so sick. Dusk Mantle Prowler. It's 4 mana for a 2/2 with haste and Exalted. So turn 4, if you just want to keep the rush train going, play this, attack with it, and it keeps the Exalted thing going. I don't know, it's more of just like the rush card than the control version. No Mercy's kind of funky. Every time a creature hits you, destroy it. And it's 4 mana, so if you're playing this control version to where something's just going to ping you once and then it's off the board, it's nice. People will throw stuff at it. Okay, right now I'm not playing with the Silent Arbiter, and I don't know. If you're doing the control aspect, you definitely need this. If you're playing soldiers or goblins a lot, it's a must. It's 4 mana for a 1/5. No more than one creature can attack a turn, and no more than one creature can block a turn. So pro. I mean, you're just attacking with either your unblockable, your shrouded, your protection from creature, and yeah, I like it. Angel of Despair is kind of high casting cost. 7 mana for a 5/5 with flying. When it comes into play, destroy target permanent. Yeah, I'm not playing with it. That's a really high casting cost. And that's it for this video. Thanks for watching. PhoneCats.